Sonic Tools Pliers, made in Germany and arguably some of the best pliers on the planet. More from Sonic Tools when we get back. I'm Tim Johnson. You're watching Shop Tool Reviews. If you're a subscriber to our YouTube channel, then it's no surprise that we're reviewing Sonic Tools. We've done that several times. One of them was actually the full S15 toolbox, as you see sitting here. Now, if you've ever imagined out of the box getting a toolbox with every drawer after drawer after drawer, already organized, already labeled, a place made for every single socket, every single tool, and already labeled for you, that's what Sonic Tools is. And you can buy that out of the box. Literally, when it shows up at your door, when it shows up at your business, you pull it out of the box, it's shrink wrapped, you cut the shrink wrap off, and you lay it in the drawer. You can buy their toolbox filled with tools, or you can buy just their toolbox, or you can buy just their tools, and you can buy them by the foam system or by the tray, if you will, by different sizes. So you can kind of build out the set you want, but when it shows up, it's ready for you to lay in that drawer, and there's a place for everything. So it's kind of a dream come true, if you will, for those that need help in organizing their tools. There's no thought in it. There's no thinking. It's just, do I need sockets? Do I need ratchets? Do I need wrenches? And when you order those things, it's going to come already organized for you. Really, really great process. It's the first we've really seen like this, and we've had them since I believe like 2015, maybe even 2014. So we've had Sonic Tools for several years now, and we love them. Really and truly use them in the shop all the time. We've lost, I believe, one socket, and yes, it is a 10 millimeter. I believe also we've lost one extension, but I'm sure that'll show up somewhere. But anyway, so Sonic Tools, their pliers, a lot of them, they don't make themselves. Why? Well, because they know that NWS is some of the best pliers manufacturers in the world. Not a lot of people that will argue that. There's a couple of pliers company that do it really, really well, and NWS is one of them, and that's who Sonic partners with for much of their pliers selection. So almost the full drawer of these Sonic pliers in this S15 box are from NWS. Hardened steel or inductive hardened steel cutting tips like on the cutters as well as on the pliers for gripping. Also you get the tool hardened steel in the body of the pliers as well, and then even ergonomic grips on the pliers so that they fit your hands. You get good leverage and good power through the zone as well, whether you're cutting wire, whether you're stripping wire, whether you're holding bolts, what have you. Let's dig into the Pliers Drawer and let's actually see what they have to offer and some of the different accessories even for some of their pliers, and then we'll come back and wrap it up. So this is the main Pliers Drawer in our S15 toolbox. And by the way, if you haven't had a chance to see the S15 toolbox review, you ought to do that, because this box is just loaded full of 950 plus tools. So really, really nice stuff. But anyway, let's dig into the pliers and kind of what they offer. And it's really more than just pliers here. But as we mentioned here in the intro there, Sonic has chosen to partner with NWS when it comes to much of their plier selection. Very, very well made German pliers. Now, typically, like I mentioned, there's really a couple of brands that really float to the top when it comes to pliers, cutters, things like that. I don't have to mention the other name really, but I'm sure you can figure that out if you're aware of quality tools, especially quality mechanics tools. So anyway, so NWS, really well made. As I mentioned, tool hardened steel throughout, as well as even in the cutting jaws and some of the gripping jaws. Inductile hardened jaws, which basically means they're built to cut wire, to cut rod. Here's some 1/8 inch rod here with these side cutters, and I can easily cut through that, no problem at all. And I'm not leaving any marks. You can see it's shiny there, but it is not affecting the jaws of those pliers whatsoever. That's just where I've cut through those several times. And again, there's no gap that you can see through there. It is not affecting the jaws. It's made to do those cuts. So very well made pliers. So there's some of the side cutters, or some may call those diagonal cutters. I grew up calling those dikes. But anyway, so cutting pliers, if you will. And really and truly, the selection is just, I mean, across the board as far as what you're needing. Here's some of their wire strippers and crimpers as well. So you get the cutting tips at the top. You get some wire strippers here, pretty much made for automotive here. And then even the crimping and bending here in the base of the jaws as well. Also, all of, or not all of them, but their soft grip design or their ergonomic grip design here in most of the pliers as well fits very comfortably in the hand. So especially when you're kind of powering through a cutting zone, if you will, as well as they have built in for lanyards. So if you're on ladders or wanting to hook it to a belt clip, what have you, they have a clip system you can clip in or just hook up your own lanyard, but they're ready to do so where you can tie those off. Their needle nose, they have, again, a wide selection of needle nose, whether you want just a typical style needle nose or this is more of kind of a duck bill, so you get a flattened tip as well. Also the serrations or the teeth here, the serrated teeth that are in these pliers, they're kind of like the jaws of a shark where the teeth actually go inward. Same way with the teeth on these pliers. So they're made so when you're pulling, those teeth are gripping against whatever fastener or whatever you're trying to grip, and actually biting into that substance or into that metal as you're trying to work. Now here on the automatic wire strippers, you can set the depth of the wire you want stripped. So however long you want that, you can set it there. And then basically you just take your wire, bottom it out against that. And you see here I'm up against that, and now just pull this, and now it's stripped away that wire. So there's the insulation, and I can pull that off. And now I'm ready to put my terminal on or solder it or whatever I need to do. Something else cool about these, when you look deeper into these, and many people don't even realize this is there, but there's wire cutters right here in the base of this handle. So I can put this here, pull that all the way through, and it will actually cut my wire as well. So you can actually do your wire cutting, which is nice to have. Many people look at these and just think they're wire strippers, but they do have the cutters built into there as well. So you can easily cut those wires while you're doing your stripping as well. And then even these vacuum hose pliers. So what these are built for is actually blocking off hoses, whether it be vacuum lines, whether it be fuel line, water lines, what have you. And you see there's small, medium, large here. So some 3/8 fuel line here. I can easily squeeze that, slide the locking handle down, and now I've locked off that vacuum line without hurting that vacuum line whatsoever or that fuel line whatsoever. So now I can just slide my lock back up, release it, and again, in just a few seconds, there's not even a mark left on that hose whatsoever. So you haven't cut it, you haven't hurt it, you haven't damaged it whatsoever. So those are almost a must-to-have. Any mechanic ought to have a set of those. So really nice ones there. And again, it's great to have it in multiple sizes so you can do your vacuum lines, fluid lines, and so forth. And then your snap ring pliers here. Again, it's great to see these in these NWS pliers because when you're dealing with snap rings, there is a lot of force being attributed right there to those tips. So when you're trying to pull off snap rings, put snap rings on, those small tips right there just taking a beating as far as the force that's being applied there. So the lesser pliers, those are really going to wear out. Those are going to take a beating, and you're going to actually see that degradation. So it's great to have that that hardened steel, those German-made snap ring pliers that are going to hold up, and you get them in the straights, in the bent, in the squeeze to open, as well as squeeze to close. And just a few here in this set, but like I've mentioned, there are many others available on Sonic Tools website as well. And by the way, all their tools are a lifetime warranty, and you don't have to worry about taking them to a store, calling your tool truck. You just actually shoot them an email. You can even call their number, and they're going to overnight, or I believe second day you a tool, if not overnight it, and you'll have that tool, and then you can package the old one up and send it back to them if they even want it. They may not even require that. These are really nice needle nose. We like to use these for spark plug wires. So you can reach to the base of those spark plug wires and pull those off on the boots. And but you can use these for various things, but a really nice set of Sonic Needlenose pliers with the rounded tips up there to be able to grasp various things. So really nice set there. Also the ratcheting wire crimpers here. These are awesome because not only are they ratcheting wire crimpers, so you can see I can squeeze there, it's going to open up, and then, like I said, ratcheting. So these jaws here will do various types of crimps. So right here is one set, but then you can pull these out. And by the way, they're labeled, so you see that these are both labeled as D. And I could come over here and grab a different set. And so I can just slide these in, very easy to put them in. No other tools needed to fix your tool. But anyway, and so now I can crimp what looks more like a Packard terminal or something like that. So something more along the lines of, so now these are ready to crimp, something more along the lines of something like these, where you see maybe a lot in domestic automotive, really any automotive applications. And so it's going to actually do that double bend at the same time and roll those into one another. So it's going to basically do your correct crimps. You're not using just a general crimper for every type of crimp you want to do. When you're going back to those OEM style crimpers, you can do so. You can even put the jaws in for doing your general crimping, and it has color coded for your yellows, blues, and your smaller reds as well. So really nice crimping set. As I mentioned, a nice ratcheting design as well, where you're getting a good bite on those crimps that you need to do so. And then even getting into what they call their water pump pliers, and I think that's a European thing. We call these by, the other brand name, Channel Lock. But that's just what everybody knows these as. Channel Lock or adjustable pliers, what have you. But these are called water pump pliers if you're looking on Sonic Tools website. And again, that's kind of a general term. Again, a lot of European stuff I noticed we'll call these water pump pliers. But they're used for so much other than water pumps. But anyway, so got a small and a large set here. Very well made. Again, got the NWS logo on, so plenty of strength here. Good bite on these. Again, the teeth on here and the serrations, you can see how they're kind of reverse cut and leaning back, so they can really grip when you're, putting the tension, putting the torque on those fasteners. You can even get even sheet metal cutters. So every now and then, we have to maybe open up a hole. Maybe we have to do some trimming on something. So you get sheet metal left and right cutters here as well. And again, you can get any assortment of bent needle nose, regular pliers, if you will, and these like really nice, kind of multi-use, really nice multi-use pliers here, where you get the wire cutters in there. You also get the gripping here, and plenty of power to grip as well as to cut here with these ergonomic handles here. And then even into their locking pliers. Really nice set of locking pliers here, where you can really lock down, and you get some cutting jaws here on the back side of these locking pliers. And also for releasing, very easy to release. You're not pulling on that, just a strong push there, and it releases those jaws. So easy to release those locking pliers. And then you get the parrot jaw pliers as well, so you can grip pipe, tubing, things like that. That's really good with these pliers. So Sonic really has a great assortment of pliers, as well as the quality is really bar none on many of these. Again, that may be arguable, but that's probably arguable at best, because I don't think anybody's going to prove that these aren't some of the best pliers in the world made by NWS. So Sonic really has a plethora of pliers, as well as every other type of tool as well. So make sure you check them out. You can't go wrong with their lifetime warranty. You're not waiting on a tool truck to show up. Also, the price is going to be well below those tool truck prices, so you'll be really happy with that. And they run specials a lot of times as well, so make sure you check out their website. And let's get back to it and kind of wrap this thing up. So as you can see, in just one drawer in our S15 toolbox, there's a vast array of pliers that Sonic Tools offers. Now you can even get on their website and check out even more pliers that they offer, and maybe even get them in your own Sonic foam system, your own tray if you will, or maybe even your own toolbox filled with their pliers and other sockets, ratchets, and so forth. So make sure you check them out at sonictoolsusa.com. Also, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button if you like this video, and hit the little bell notification because that's going to let you know when we have more videos available. Go out and do something nice for someone, and have a great day.